to Nerdy For, the podcast where I, Amy Brown, ask interesting people what they're nerdy for, and I have a repeat offender in the room. I'm sorry, guest, not offender. And I have Nathan Owens here because he is fixing to go to Wilmington, North Carolina. Why not on February 28th. I had it written down. Oh, it's on a different piece of paper. 28th. It's a Wednesday. Y'all go see him. He's so funny. And he actually, you came out and you opened for me when I was there.
I did.
It was such a favor. You drove 7 hours to do 20 minutes.
I mean,
I really appreciate it.
It was also for money.
Oh, yeah.
And
I forgot about
beach
money.
House.
Yeah, I do have it. Yeah.
The beach house stay was nice.
Yeah, I was glad you could come stay. We should go together sometime and we can do more shows.
Do you get to stay at the beach house because of the club, or did you?
No, I guess to stay at the beach house because he knows me.
That's what I was about to ask. Or is it because you're a rich woman with means?
Well,
it was really nice.
Compared to comedians, I am a rich woman, not compared to Bezos.
Compared to a lot of people, you're a rich woman. Like
well,
I like how you're like well, not compared to Jeff Bezos. Like I don't. That's how rich you are that you have to compare yourself to Jeff Bezos to not be considered rich.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, even in the neighborhood, you'd be surprised.
Well, you're living the dream though.
Because I have a beach house.
Yeah.
Well,
beach house, comedy.
It's owned 3 ways. It's not like
I think that's absolutely.
Wait, it's your beach house?
When
do I get to go to this beach house?
You gotta go to the beach house.
It's really nice.
Can Joel open for me and then I'll show him the beach house?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do stand up, but I'll show up.
Oh, he could record. I should record my special there
at Wine Knot.
And so
it's a cool little room.
Let's go. It's so cute. And the last time we were there, so Wine Knot has wine that it sells.
They do.
And you did a bit about box wine, and it murdered. It was so great.
I was really scared. Anytime I'm around people who really know wine, I'm worried to do my bit about box wine because it makes me seem white trashier than I already seem.
You're doing great.
I am. It's been a while since we've had box wine, but it's the best. It's the best bang for your buck.
Right? The bladder keeps it from getting aerated.
The bladder, well...
Is that the word, aerated?
That's
what happens to the yard. Exposed to air. Aerated.
I think you're right.
Do you want wine to be aerated or not?
I think if you're going to drink it soon, you want it to breathe. And so some magic can happen with chemicals and exchanging with the air. And I sound pompous the more I talk.
I've seen
oxidization is
I was close. Yeah, but so you want to keep it not exposed to the air until you're ready to drink it.
And also, I found out on TikTok you can use a milk frother
to aerate it.
To aerate it quickly.
Oh my gosh! I just thought maybe you just took your solo cup and swirled it a little bit.
That's usually what I do. It's a good give it a good swirl.
So you have your solo cups like in a pretty dispenser next to your box wine on your.
No, I'm trying to save the planet.
I feel bad because your wife is fancy and she's like, that will never happen in our home.
She is very fancy.
You guys have a lovely house.
It's wonderful.
She's very good at decorating.
She's so good at decorating.
She's great at dressing you.
We're like 2 minutes in, and you're just infantilizing Nathan. So
I feel like an older sister.
I'll be. She doesn't dress me as much as she would like. We do have.
Do you fight back?
I fight back. We have discussions every once in a while.
I don't.
Does she set your clothes out for you?
No, I would really appreciate. Man, because I know.
Take that guesswork out of my everyday, please.
I've heard those people that are like, I get what do they call it? Choice fatigue or something like that, or decision fatigue.
Yeah.
And that's why they wear the same thing every day. And I'm like, I would love to do that, but not wear the same thing every day.
Do you want someone to pick your clothes out for you?
If I could have somebody just lay out and just, this is what you're wearing today, I give them kind of my schedule.
Do you have feelings about what you want to feel pretty in?
Right. That's why I give them the schedule, and I kind of want them to catch my vibe in the morning.
This is my confident T-shirt, and this is my less confident T-shirt.
A personal shopper / dresser.
Yes. I want somebody to be like, oh, hey, you're in a good mood today. Let's wear this shirt and this pair of pants and these sneakers. Or going, hey, you seem a little melancholy today. Maybe we do some grays.
A robe. Open, nothing on underneath it.
How would you feel if they were like, hey, you got to pee in a cup every morning, and that's how I base it off of. But here's the thing, they do a good job.
Of dressing me?
They do a good job, but you got to give them your pee every morning.
That's fine. I
Well, the
pee
toilet
anyway.
already gets his pee every morning.
Yeah.
I like how neither of you question how they base it off of the pee, but you're just giving it up.
I trust the process.
If there's you know what, the Japanese have this toilet, I'm sure. They have the best toilets. It's probably scanning.
You pee in it, and it's just printing out like, here's your outfit
It's like,
for the day.
your cholesterol is high. You need.
I was thinking like a mood ring, but for pee. Like you pee into it and you're like, oh, this toilet's turning green. I do think I have a crush on somebody.
So I don't remember mood rings ever working.
Did you have? How many mood rings did you have?
I 17,000. I'm like, this one's going to work. I kept going back. I don't know how science works. My son even bought one. I'm like, yeah, let's see if yours works. When he was little. So you got a new jacket energy in the last couple of years. You started wearing jackets a lot. You're wearing a denim jacket right now.
Yes.
And it's distressed and it fits you well.
Oh, thank you.
Is it stretchy?
I don't.
Yeah, you
Is
got
it
some
stretchy?
give.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be way more comfortable than the classic ones.
I don't know if this is a controversial opinion. I'm not a fan of denim.
Oh, you're wearing a lot of it then.
I am wearing denim.
Did your wife dress you? Why are you wearing so much denim?
This is a gift from my wife. There's something about denim that feels constricting.
Yeah, it's tight.
But there are times where I'm like, I need a little bit of guidance today.
Just a little something to hold you up.
Yeah.
Give you confidence, like a corset. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like a pretty girl?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do a little twirl in my denim jacket, and you just go, you know what? Today's gonna be a good day.
Foundation garments. This is your foundation garment. It's just on the outside.
It's a jean jacket. That's how I feel comfortable. Is a jean jacket and Adidas sweatpants, which they can't see. So
is that what you're wearing?
Yeah.
I didn't know men were allowed to wear sweatpants outside the house.
I'm not aware of any laws.
I thought the wiener had troubles.
No.
He's just trying to show that thing off. That's what he's trying to do.
Okay.
I think you just buy sweatpants that have a little bit of structure to them.
Okay, so another foundation garment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't walk out in like yoga pants. Like it's still a pair of pants.
Yeah, because you're a man and your wife picked out a good pair for you.
Yes, she did. That's what my wife. If it were up to me, I would have the same pair of sweatpants in different colors, and that's all I would wear. Mm-hmm. Is sweatpants.
I love I'm wearing sweatpants right now.
They're
so good,
amazing, and now name brands are making them. And I don't know if you noticed this, but cargos are coming back.
Are they with all the pockets?
With all the and
is that where you put your vape?
I'm thrilled.
What are like modern
don't give
things?
into it.
I'm not gonna. I can't. Don't. I've already been told that I can't give into the cargo revival. But I want
by your wife,
yes,
or your friends.
By my wife.
Now by your friends too. I'm letting
okay,
you know.
now a friend. So 0 for 2. But
don't give into cargo.
But I will say, if you are somebody that has not been told to not give into cargo,
you're like, don't
give into them immediately. There's so many pockets.
I'm far gone, but if you can
do it, go embrace it.
What's great?
Don't.
So a cargo pant has a lot of storage, but it's not in like the most appealing of places.
On the leg?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like about cargo?
I like the options, because sometimes you're like, man, I don't always love having my wallet in my back pocket. Sometimes it's comfortable to sit. When you're on stage, you don't always want keys showing through your front
pocket. You're trying to wear cargos on stage?
I'm not. For the
You're
record,
gonna keep
I'm
your
not.
set list and like.
Yeah, you got to put your joke notebook in there.
Do like one pocket. This is all my material about box wine, and this other pocket is all my material about Duke's Mayo. Hey, let's talk about your Duke's Mayo experience.
We'll talk about the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Oh yeah,
the greatest bowl.
Okay, this is
of
exciting.
All time.
So yeah. Okay, what is the Duke's? To explain what happened, I just saw pictures on the internet of you on social media with a lot of Duke's. Was there like a dressed up mayonnaise jar?
There was a human hybrid mayonnaise jar that was a mascot.
And then you were at a sporting event. What sporting event?
It was a college football bowl.
Where was that?
It was in Charlotte.
Did they fly you there?
No, I drove there.
Oh, this was a passion project.
This was a we can get you in the door if you can get here.
Oh, that's nice.
So
you got a free ticket to see a college bowl. Sounds important. College bowl. Like, was it Yale versus Harvard?
Some would say it's the Yale of
Army Navy.
The Yale of the South.
Vanderbilt.
West Virginia University.
Oh, that's your favorite. That's your favorite brand.
That is against the University of North Carolina. My favorite brand. Yes.
West Virginia.
And so I reached out to Dukes and was
against who?
North Carolina.
Which state? Chapel Hill?
UNC, University of North Carolina.
Duke. Sorry.
So
It'd be funny if Duke and Dukes get it.
I'm sure they've tried that.
Okay.
That's real.
Maybe Duke, the university, was like, no.
I hate this mascot so much.
The mayonnaise jar?
He looks so terrifying.
Yeah.
This man.
So his name's Tubby.
Tubby.
Oh.
This man.
That's a slur.
Has
That's not nice.
he can say it. He's mayonnaise. It's part. He can say that.
And I
he
can
makes
say it
the
because
Tubby people.
I'm also white and Tubby.
But
so I can call him that as well.
They like
It's your
make
word.
the eyes
Hard
are
R.
like weirdly like just lopsided. This person has bodies in his basement. It's terrifying.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to a second location with Tubby.
But I love mayonnaise so much.
Yeah, meeting him at the game, it was great. Duke's is a wonderful company.
Was it all chicken salad? What did they do with the mayonnaise? Because that's what I do. I dip my tater tots in mayonnaise. I take
Just
French
mayonnaise?
fries in mayonnaise. Just mayonnaise.
Wow.
It's a problem.
I haven't gotten to the point where mayonnaise is a dip. I will dip in aiolis.
Well, sometimes
I know is
I'm just too
basically the
lazy to
same
put some
thing.
spices in there. It's just a little cumin and some lime juice, I think, to make an aioli.
I think aioli is just any kind of flavored mayonnaise.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
We don't need to look
I
that
think
up.
it's supposed to have garlic in it.
I think you just put it. Sometimes I put ketchup in mayonnaise, and then it's a tomato aioli. So
Okay, so you went. They got you in the door.
They got me in the door.
A booth.
Yeah, they
thingy?
got me in like a suite.
What's the fancy thing called at a football game?
A suite or a box.
Well, okay.
A box
it's like
suite.
the opera.
Yes, it
Okay.
was. It was very, and I got to watch. Some would say the greatest art form.
You
which
said
is
before
sports.
this that you're not rich, and you're like, now what's the fancy room at the like the opera? And then when you heard colleges, you said Yale and Harvard.
I was making jokes.
Name another college.
Guess what?
That's good.
So
Everybody
wait,
remember.
Yale
There's
has,
jokes.
Yale has the most amount of football wins, only because they started playing football 100 years before everybody else, and now everyone else is going to catch up. They might have already caught up. This might be an old joke.
I did tour Harvard one time.
You did?
I had a connection that went to Harvard, and I was visiting Boston, and they were like, "Well, just come on the campus and tour the campus."
Was that a mascot as well?
No.
Your connection?
I don't know if Harvard has a mascot. I think it's just tax evasion.
Oh.
I think it's like a personified tax evasion, and they're just like, "Come on, buddy." And then, yeah, I think he's really nice to rich white kids.
Nah, dog, it's a pilgrim.
It's a pilgrim.
The pilgrim.
They're just like the Crimson, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sounds right.
It's the
yeah.
pilgrim John Harvard, and he was the first benefactor of the university.
What's a benefactor in this? Like, was a free student to go there? Or no, he gave money. He didn't receive it. He gave it. Sorry. I forgot how money worked for a second.
I will say, what was probably nice about starting schools back then is that nobody really knew what to teach.
Oh, they were all like religious schools too.
Well,
and it was like the Puritans. They're like,
Yeah.
more God.
There was like 400 less years of knowledge, so it must have been a lot easier.
A lot quicker. But they
Like-
had to learn Greek and Latin, like all these like classic languages, or else you were just garbage. You don't speak Latin? Get out of here, serf. Get out of here, plebe, street urchin.
Street urchin. That's a good one. We need to bring back street urchin. I don't know if anybody's been
I
called
think
that
I
in
learned
20
that-
years.
Well, I learned it from Les Mis.
It can't be that mean then.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Yale's a bulldog.
Yale is a bulldog.
Princeton is a tiger. Arr.
That's good.
What's West Virginia?
West Virginia, they're mountaineers.
What?
Yeah.
No, that's
I like Yale's battle because their mascot's named Handsome Dan.
Is the name of the
Oh.
dog?
The name of the bulldog that was based off of.
Because he's a good boy. He's
He
a
is a good
handsome
little
Dan.
boy.
He's not a Nino Feo.
I'm such a fan of dogs with human names.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hilarious every single time.
Do you like it when they have also like Esquire after their name or like Lord?
I do like titles.
Titled
I like,
PhD
I like a Mister.
You gotta have a good backstory for animals.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Piggles.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Mine and my girlfriend's cat. He's the mayor of our house. He runs
congrats.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very
Natasha
busy.
Lejaro's dog is Mayor Mr. Cutie.
That's a good one.
And then she put him in her TV show and like he got a credit.
I do think you can tell who takes their dogs to dog parks based on the name.
Oh.
Because if you have to yell out like Mr. Wigglebottom too many times, you're like, I think this is an inside dog.
Especially if it's a single guy.
Yeah, I don't think
He was trying to got the dog to get the ladies, and he's like, I think I named it wrong.
What's your dog's name again?
Carter.
Okay.
We're going through all the presidents. We've had a Grant and a Wilson, and this dog was born. And
You've had like 30
Branch,
dogs?
3 dogs.
Okay. I was like, because Jimmy Carter's like our, 35th president?
Well, no, but he was born in Flowery Branch, Georgia. So we did a Carter. That's where you're from, right?
That's why I grew up in Flowery Branch.
Are you named after a president too?
No, there haven't been any President Nathans or President Owenses, which is fine. I don't.
How about Tubby? Has there been a Tubby?
There's been several Tubbies. There's been Garfield he was kind of a Tubby.
Was the one that got stuck in the bathtub but actually didn't?
What?
Yeah. There's a president. We Googled president stuck in the bathtub, and it's like a wives' tale.
I think Grover Cleveland was a hefty man.
I think they all were. You know, they're smoking cigarettes, drinking scotch.
Yeah. I mean, with the exception of the racism, I always thought I would have done pretty well about
Taft.
100 years ago.
He got stuck in a bathtub.
And did he have a special bathtub built for the White House that he was so big?
Oh, he's a big man.
How big is he? That's not shame him, but
how long do you think he waited before he asked for help?
Oh, well,
I don't think that's something you immediately go like.
I think that generation of men were like, especially if they were raised wealthy, they had like someone who used to dress them and stuff, so they would like help almost immediately. Like, I need help.
He was around 6 feet tall, and they guesstimate around the top weight while he was president was 330 pounds.
What a unit!
It was a long time ago. It's amazing they even had bathtubs yet. I'm just kidding.
When was Taft president?
We're gonna just turn this into a history podcast.
I think it's good to be reminded of facts, especially when you're listening.
I mean, it was 1909 and 1913. They had tubs then.
I know, I'm just teasing. I went to a fancy hotel in Italy, and it was in this room that used to be a library, and our room was like our bedroom, like in a hotel. But the bathtub was a sarcophagus. And I didn't realize that until I filled up.
Like the thing they put mummies in?
Stone carved ancient Etruscan sarcophagus.
What was it? This is secondhand sarcophagus?
Yeah.
Did they have to dump a mummy out to put it in the hotel?
And I was like, oh, what an interesting bathtub. And I got in it, and then it occurred to me what I was sitting. I'm like, oh, this is where you keep dead people.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's old. It 1000. Like, they don't have like, unused sarcophaguses from the 1300s right over here.
No.
It was
Did you look up who was supposed to have it?
No, I didn't have like a plaque on it with someone's name or something. It was just stone, like etched old stone.
Because best case scenario, it got regifted, or it was given to somebody, and he was like, "Oh, it's a little much for me right now," and then he just gave it.
Regifted or reconquered, like, oh, everyone died from the plague. This is all my stuff.
There
now.
you go. Italy. Italy. Bathrooms are full of places to put dead people.
You went to Ireland.
I did go to Ireland.
And you did comedy there.
I did comedy in Ireland last year, which was a lot of fun.
And you went because your wife had a job there, right?
Mm-hmm. My wife's company their headquarters are in Dublin. So she was over there. It was really cool. It's so much fun. So I went over there. Irish people are some of my favorite people I've ever met.
Is it because they drink so much? Or is it their affinity for sheep?
I don't know if all Irish people drink. The Irish people I happen to interact with, yes. we had a good time.
Can you tell if they're slurring their speech, or is it just the accent?
I will say the accent got thicker the more we drank, or my ability to decipher got worse.
Yes. Do you have a southern accent yourself that comes out when you're drinking?
No, not really. It's not too bad. Usually I start asking people to give me trivia when I start drinking.
Oh, do you ever splur your sleech?
Yes. I'm not good at hiding when I get drunk.
I remember at my birthday party, you got a little tipsy.
I got very tipsy at your party.
You were so cute.
That's one of the drunkest I've ever been.
You were just smiling.
Well, you couldn't talk. You had an open bar.
Yes.
You had an open bar, which I think is entrapment. To invite somebody over with an open bar. It was also accidentally my birthday.
Yes,
So
that's right.
I had been drinking since 11 a.m.
It was your birthday too.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So we show
Thank you for
up.
coming to my birthday party on your birthday.
It was a lot of fun. It was great, but yes, that was
you
one
a Christmas baby too?
No, we had this in the fall.
Oh,
It was in
okay.
September.
September.
It was
Yeah, I think I'm a Super Bowl baby. Like,
You think your parents got horny for Super Bowl?
I think it was either the Super Bowl or a blizzard.
I'm St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
top of the morning. To
Yeah.
you. So that's why you brought up Ireland. Have you visited Ireland to?
I have not. It's on
pay
my
respects.
to the peeps. A little tip of the hat. Thank you for having a holiday that makes my parents horny. And I hear there's no snakes there.
There's not. Well, I've been told there's no snakes.
I'm up for that. I don't like snakes at all.
I hate snakes. I'm absolutely fine with that.
How many snakes y'all run into every day?
I've seen a couple in my life.
Yeah?
Here's the thing about snakes, though, is that you don't always run into them even though they're there. And that's what scares me.
They're
about
watching from the bushes because
Yeah.
they're voyeurs, and that's creepy.
Now, I will say, I will take a snake over a mouse.
Oh, I love a mouse.
So if I have to...
I
'cause
love a mouse.
You would take a snake over a mouse?
if I had to deal with one of them in my house, I would rather see a snake in my house than a mouse in my house because the snake's going to eat mice. So he's keeping them away, and he's not going to bother me as much as a mouse.
I think- but then you have to get a
more
mongoose.
likely to bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mouse
But-
is not going to bite you. It's
No,
just going
the
to leave
mouse is
tiny
gonna-
little cute turds in your drawers.
Yeah, the
Oh,
mouse is
hi.
going to eat my food and poop in my drawers,
They're
and the
so
snake
cute.
is just going to scare me and then slither around.
Yeah. And they smoke. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I was at home. I was on a vacation with my mom, and we were sitting by this fancy pool, and this bouncy mouse came out of the forest, and it looked at her, and she threw it a French fry, and it was like, "Thanks, lady," and it bounced back.
I had to kill a mouse one time.
Why'd you have to kill it?
Well, so
Did it take your money?
No.
Did you make the
I
other
had
mice
to-
watch?
I had to hunt it down. No, I was living in a place where I was not making decisions. We'll just go ahead and say that I was a tenant, but even that feels like a dramatic thing for me to say that I was. So we had a couple issues with mice, and so they set some of those sticky traps out.
And part of it got stuck, and you had to put it out of its misery.
Yes. So half of it gets stuck on a sticky trap.
Yeah.
And I just hear a lot of banging coming from the kitchen. And I go in, and this thing is hopping up and down trying to get off the trap.
Yeah.
And it's pitiful.
Oh.
It sees me and freaks out. And so it decides that it would rather not have the limb that is stuck to the sticky trap.
Did it start trying to bite its own limb off?
So it starts doing that, and I'm like, I can't let this thing get away now. It's seen my face. It's going to go tell all of
It's
its
also going to
friends.
bleed everywhere.
Yes.
There's a tubby in the kitchen, everybody. Watch out.
So
He looks delicious.
I scoop
With
it
mayo.
with mayo.
Dukes.
So I scoop it up and I put it into a trash bag and I tie the trash bag and then I Google.
You did take it to the river?
Well, that was the thing.
How much of a cartoon are you turning this into?
I had to Google how to quickly kill a mouse and how to, do it quick. So it's not.
You gotta
It's
find.
not nice.
You have to find a
Humanely.
vein. They're very little.
Yeah. Got it. So I was like, how do you humanely take this thing out? And so the first thing that popped up on Google was a hammer,
Oh God!
which I was like, I guess if you're a good, if you're a good shot.
Can you
yeah.
even do it? I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, I couldn't do. I could not.
Non-masculize you.
No.
Disseminate. What's that word?
Emasculate.
Yeah.
Emasculate you.
No.
Can you? How's your aim with a hammer, sir?
My aim with a hammer is okay if I have multiple tries.
and your thumb's not involved.
No, I would get it eventually, but it's in a trash bag, so I don't
Oh,
really.
it's moving. You don't even know what you're hitting.
It's moving around, so I'm like, I would just be whacking and like that's awful. The other thing said to get a stack of textbooks and drop it, and I didn't have textbooks.
Shocker. Your wife has textbooks.
Well, I was pre-marriage,
Oh, okay.
and so I don't know how to quickly
Murder.
dispose of this.
What'd you do?
Euthanize.
So what I did was I went outside and I put it under my tire
And you rolled over it with
and
the
I
car.
just went bup, just real quick.
Did it work?
I guess I didn't.
You didn't check?
No, I didn't look for the body. It wasn't moving as much.
Maybe it just
As
escaped.
much.
I hope it escaped. If I'm being completely honest, I 100% hope that mouse got away. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Oh.
I know that we didn't plan on being enemies.
It's okay. you know what? Life is a long journey, and we sometimes kill animals in a panic.
Yeah.
And
I tried to play Somewhere Out There while
Fievel.
yeah, to just be
Somewhere
like
out there.
that's the one.
My foot is no longer.
Don't his parents and family that like he got reunited with in the first one, don't they die like in the opening of the second one?
That sounds like a Disney.
Oh, I don't remember if they die or not. Because I remember the first one.
Who's watching the second Fievel movie?
I also didn't realize that the mice were supposed to be Jewish until I was like 25.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Which then you look and you're like, oh, Fievel Mouskowitz. All right.
I didn't know his full name.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying that close attention when I was
the
little.
Mouskowitz family.
And I had like the ornament for that.
You have a little Fievel ornament?
Yeah. And the fat mouse, Tum Tum, what was his name? Dum Dum, Tubby, what was the fat mouse name?
I didn't. It has been a long time
It
since
was like
I've
like burm burm.
I remember Fievel, and I think I just remember the big orange cat. It was kind of a Garfield ripoff, but he was friendly.
Oh, okay. Not eating the mice? Sure.
No, he was a good cat. He was one of the good ones.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Not to like talk more about an esoteric movie like Fievel 2, but
Fievel Goes West.
Fievel Goes West. That's right.
Yeah.
On the train.
On the train.
Okay, I'm having flashbacks. Okay, you also went on a cruise recently.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, do you have any like okay, first of all, I have to take my glasses off to talk about this.
Uh-oh.
I am like chicken salad, egg salad. I don't travel well. I spoil immediately. On a boat, I have thrown up all of God's creation.
On like a big boat, like the cruise ships?
Well,
I've heard
no,
they're
it was
smoother.
a
I've never been
smaller
on
boat.
like okay.
I was just so grateful I knew the word for dirty in Spanish because I'm like, this towel is sucio.
Did you say this towel?
Yes, I think it is.
Hey y'all, this towel over
is
here, man, this thing's sucio. It's like I'm glad
Perfect Spanish.
Glad I took that Spanish lesson.
So but I've heard even if you're on a big ship, you can go into bad waters or a storm and things can go awry. And I've been in a bed rocking on a boat so bad, and I'm just trying to channel my grandmother's garden, and I'm a child. I'm like, I'm in my safe space, even though all my grandparents are dead.
I didn't mind the rocking when I was going to sleep.
So there was rocking.
It was a little bit.
Did you throw up?
No.
Did you turn green?
No.
Did you go, I'm not happy?
Yes, but not because of the rocking.
Oh, did you have a bad set?
You
were on the cruise to do comedy.
I was on the cruise
to talk about that
I was on the
part.
cruise to do comedy. I bombed one show terribly.
What happened? Were they expecting a dirty, dirty comic?
No, this was all family-friendly comedy. Sometimes you just bomb.
I would like to say, if you're watching this, because I've sent it to you, so to go see Nathan at Wine Nut. He's very hilarious, and I've never seen you bomb, so this is blowing my mind.
Well, you should have been on this. I bombed so bad that I thought about throwing the shirt that I was wearing overboard. Like just
to get the energy off?
Just to give this set to the scene. Because I have done that before. Where I bombed so bad, I've thrown away what
outfit.
I'm wearing.
Because I blame the venue.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Not my clothes.
I'm like, something was off tonight.
But
I'm not taking any chances.
Men have a very curious and interesting relationship with t-shirts. Like you have a lot of emotional attachment to t-shirts and jerseys and things like this.
Well, t-shirts are there for you. And jerseys are usually connected with good and bad memories. Like I can look at the jerseys that I have in my closet and I can tell you when I was the happiest and saddest in them.
Right. So yeah, this is a beyond relationship. It's not just clothing for you. You attach to your clothes with your energy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just use crystals, but you do the t-shirt.
I do shirts. Yeah.
That's easier to get rid of than a crystal.
Wait, what? How is a shirt easier to get rid of than a crystal?
Because a shirt's flammable.
And crystals are magic.
Yeah, that's going to hold that energy forever. You know how they put those bad guys in Superman in that shiny thing and it's flying through space in the crystal?
The negative zone.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you that you almost knew what the negative zone was. That's really. This podcast has been really good.
She only knows it because she liked their spandex suits. Their little the
Little
Kryptonian little.
I like Superman. That was
If
a
you
cool
had
movie.
control of America's fashion, what would you force people to wear?
Oh God, that's a very great question. Tutus, pom poms, all the way, everyone.
Everybody.
And
Lot of
that
stuff
way,
flowing.
all of like the I'm better than you can't happen. And you're like, well, you're still wearing a tutu.
Oh, people would still, even if everyone had a tutu, there'd still be people that wear them better.
Because I would be uncomfortable in one, and then there'd be a ballerina that thought she was better than me.
Yeah,
Or
but she
he.
weighs 90 pounds. What's she gonna do?
Probably bully me. I've been bullied by plenty of people smaller than me.
But that's because you are a nanny.
I don't know if anybody bigger than me has ever bullied me.
Oh wow.
Would you just get because just
Are you talking about Damon?
Damon has bullied me. That's fair.
I hear he kind of is sassy with you on your podcast.
Damon's sassy with everybody.
Damon's got a bit of a bite to him. You've had him on here, right?
I did.
Did he admit to any nerdiness, or did he just act?
No, he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the first guy who came on who was actually cool. And he had friends in high school. What? He'd never been shoved in a locker.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have lockers at my high school, so.
Wasn't like
hadn't
your
been
mom's
shoved in
living
one.
room?
Well, I was homeschooled for a little bit. And then
Yeah, Amy's smaller than you. She's been bullying this whole time.
I know. See how easy
How many
it
times she
happens.
called you Tubby so far?
It's been at least 4 times that
Yeah.
I've clocked.
Sorry, it's a
Yeah,
good
and
callback.
then Nathan's just like, whatever. I'm gonna stay at that beach house again. So say whatever the hell you want.
That's all I'm thinking. It's just a slow tear as I think about the beach house.
Oh golly, I got distracted.
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
So was it good, the cruise?
Yes.
Why do you think you had a bad set? And then tell us about how you killed on the next one.
So, well,
Because you threw your clothes into the ocean.
Yes,
like Ariel. Did you sing?
No.
Okay.
I did not. I was trying to keep it low profile the whole time. Because that's the thing about bombing on a cruise ship is you have to see it.
Everyone sees you.
Well, everybody sees you, and then they see you for the rest of the week.
Oh, Eve.
So it's not
What
like
is that? That's a nightmare.
Yeah, this was the Tuesday I bombed, and
Was
everybody's getting off
everyone
the ship Saturday.
Was everyone too drunk to pay attention? Especially the children are terrible at drinking.
There was a handful of drunk people. There was definitely people that you could tell wanted like a Matt Rife experience.
Crowd work.
Yes, so they interrupted a lot of set. They like interrupted a lot of punchlines. They tried to add to setups. Like they wanted it to be super interactive.
Yeah.
The age range, I could tell that's exactly who they were. And then when I didn't
early
engage,
20s?
When I didn't engage, they all stormed out.
It's not about me.
Yeah, then I got legitimately heckled by an Australian person.
Oh.
And the crowd was not on board when I went after the Australian person. So they'd already disliked me. I get heckled. I go after the heckler. And if the crowd is not on your side when you go after a heckler, you're
Never getting them
cooked.
back.
Yeah, you're just an asshole at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I looked down.
I've never seen you be mean.
It's happened a couple times.
Okay.
And it's not good. I'm not funny.
Has your wife seen it?
No.
Good.
I'm not funny when I'm mean. That's the problem.
Because you broke in your side. You have testosterone in your body. And I think when I'm taking testosterone replacements now, and that's a game changer. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm going to yell.
I just get like, I think usually I just go like, what's wrong with you? Like I get very personal. My goal is for that person to leave. And then I was like, I trust myself to get back on set.
Okay.
So I get heckled by an
hammered?
Australian person. I don't know.
I feel like Australian people are almost as drunk as Irish people.
Man, we're going after a lot. That's two
Luckily,
continents.
it's just they're still all white people, so we're still in
That
a
is true.
very
We're still
in a very
safe.
safe zone.
We can still go
I'll
after
have to find a way to
Icelandic.
implement beeps on this if we start saying certain people are drunk all the time.
Yeah, if you want to go after the Scandinavians
Yeah.
next, I think they're pretty safe.
They
still.
hold their liquor a little better from what I can
Yeah.
tell.
but they drink it.
Yeah, we can go after Swedes. They made vodka.
Yes, but they also do the fish oil, and I think it balances out.
I think the fish do the fish oil. I don't think Swedish people make that. I think the fish.
They don't make it. They're musk.
They must.
Sorry.
So I'm doing a joke about having baby fever,
Yes.
and I'm kind of in autopilot at this point because it's going so poorly. I'm like, just
you
get to 40.
disassociate.
Get to
Are you
45.
circling your own body? Are you like above it, like looking down?
Yes, and I'm just watching my time going. Once that hits 44,
You're off.
50, I'm saying good night and
Yeah.
I'm gone. And so it has a rhetorical question in it. And the person responded in their Australian accent with like a no. No. So they said no, and then they said move on.
Oh.
As I'm like, the joke hasn't even really started.
Oh.
And then I'm just like, I gotta feel like in my mind, I almost was like, I gotta fill my time, man. So no, I can't. I can't move on.
Yeah.
Because this is my set. And so then I tried to make some jokes about Australia. And because I just told the person, I said, I don't trust you.
Did you ride a great white shark to get here?
I just told him, I said, I don't trust anybody that comes from the Florida of Europe.
Ooh.
Which I thought was kind of funny, but
Yeah.
also playful. Obviously, I'm the idiot. I know Australia is not part of Europe.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
But
like,
they feel vaguely Southern European. Like they feel kind
Yeah.
of white trash European.
It's because that's where they put all their criminals.
Right. There's historic reasons why Australian people, as Amy put it, are mean drunks. Not me. I didn't say that. But there's a reason, as Amy
they're also getting
thinks,
chased
that
by
they're-
jellyfish
Not if they're on
and
land.
spiders. Like everything in Australia wants to murder you.
It is true. I do think New Zealand is better.
Oh, it's 100%
Like
better.
the people seem better.
Well, Lord
The
of
views.
the Rings was filmed
Lord of the
there,
Rings was
so
there. I think they have a much better accent. It's so much more endearing.
You can tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference.
I can in little words.
Lies.
They're a little like if you ask an Australian person and a New Zealand person to call somebody a dickhead.
Have you done this?
No, but that's when I can hear it. I can hear dickhead.
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 It's New
Like
Zealand
Dickens.
makes it a little bit sillier.
It's a little Dickensy.
Yeah, New Zealand's a little sillier. They're rated for the best country to survive
A pandemic.
a pandemic after the
Yeah.
apocalypse because they're already so well. They take care of all their own stuff in there.
It's an island, and they're
It's an island.
self-sufficient.
They're self-sufficient. They have a lot of really good greenery, so for farming and fishing. And then the middle of their country and continent isn't just filled with monsters like Australia is.
But now everybody knows.
Yeah,
So
but
it's going to be a race to New
They
Zealand.
don't let people in New Zealand.
Okay,
Do you know how
that's-
hard it is to move there?
That's why we got to get ahead of this. New Zealand.
You already married a not a New Zealand lady, so I don't know how you're going to get in.
Is that the only way you have to marry into
Yeah.
New Zealand?
Marianne, you have to be good enough at whatever profession you do. Like you can go visit there, but just
Ooh.
to
Yeah.
stay for like
Maybe-
even like a work visa or to try to sit, come nationalize with them, it's really hard because they know how good they got it.
Maybe New Zealand needs a Duke's Mayonnaise Tubby character. there.
Do you guys need more white comedians? That's what I have to do. I just
Oh
got
my
to
gosh.
find what country in the world needs white straight comedians.
Have you seen the warrior cod dancing and singing?
The Haka?
Haka, that's what it is. I knew there was a sound. The Haka. When those videos of they're like bum 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 and like
Don't hit the table.
and they're growling and they're yelling and they're crying. I start crying. Have you seen them on TikTok and stuff?
I have.
Oh, whenever I need a good cry, I watch one of those.
You watch
They're
a
so
Haka.
powerful, especially when the women get in it. I'm like, yeah, she's strong too. I love it.
If Southerners had a Haka,
It's the rebel yell.
the rebel yell?
Yeah, do you know what the rebel yell is?
Yes, I know what a rebel yell is.
It was like during the Civil War.
Yeah.
They would hee-haw or
Right,
whatever it's
but-
called. Can you do one?
I can't. I'm not
The
going
senior
to.
flowery branch.
I've done them before.
Have you at a football game?
Yeah, I mean it's basically just like a woo with a little bit more like throat.
Yeah, it's got a high thing at the end.
Yeah, you kind of it lilts. It's a bit of a lilt. Now they just do it like during bluegrass songs. So
Okay, I haven't heard I haven't heard one in the wild. In
the
it.
wild. That's good.
For
That's
a long
an
time.
that's
Probably-
an okay thing
Yeah, because
to
that means
phase
the
out.
Confederate Army is attacking, and that's not great.
No.
I think probably not since I was in college in Virginia in the 1990s. They would, yeah.
What college did you go to again?
Sweetbriar College in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Yes.
What town in Virginia?
Oh, it's in Amherst, Virginia.
Amherst.
But if I'm getting mail, it goes directly to Sweetbriar. because we have our own zip code. Not to brag. You okay? You're very giggly.
I am. I don't know. I feel bad that I feel like I've led us into so many dead ends.
No.
Where it gets to a point where I'm just like, I don't know how to keep going. Like, because right now we're doing Rhett Butler getting mail in Virginia, and I don't know where to move from there.
So I'm working on a bit about, I have raised boys in the South, and I was hoping they would get a fun accent about it. And I feel like there's two options. There's the rooster from Looney Tunes, like, I do believe we should repeal voting rights. Or there's the, like, the rednecky, like, Skeeter doo, like, my favorite possum has my gun, you know. That's as far as I've gotten with writing the joke. But
I think it's done. No. I don't know why you think, like, just roll that out there. I would say Foghorn Leghorn.
What's that?
And that's the chicken from Looney Tunes. That's his name.
Oh, that's his name?
This is Foghorn
How
Leghorn.
do you know literature?
I know Looney Tunes.
Foghorn
Foghorn Leghorn.
Leghorn. I had no
What are
idea.
you writing this down for? Like, lady, you can be like, hold on, I know what that
This is going to
chicken's
come
called.
up on Jeopardy.
Yeah, and you got to do that. I say.
I say, I do believe we have run out of bourbon. Right? Did I do it right? I used it in a sentence.
That's great.
Okay.
I don't think he was drinking a lot of bourbon on the kids' cartoon, though.
That character was definitely hammered the whole time.
I think a lot of the Looney Tunes were hammered.
Everyone was drunk back in the 40s.
The only one I don't think was hammered was Roadrunner. And that's just because
he's on
he was
cocaine.
driving so much that he was trying to keep his mind straight. And also, I think Porky Pig was definitely an alcoholic, and I feel bad for him. Like, I don't think anybody that's there to help him.
Okay.
You think that's where the stutter comes from?
I think that's where the stutter comes from. I think he's got a lot of social anxiety, and he's kind of built like an alcoholic.
He was kind of...
He doesn't always wear his pants.
A tragic character. You're right. I always felt bad for him.
A lot of Looney Tunes are tragic characters. That's what makes them so good and memorable.
They're all sad
true.
clowns.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not just Will Ferrell. All right. So... Did you enjoy your cruise thing?
I did enjoy the cruise. The cruise was fun.
And did you have good sets later?
I did. I had a couple good sets. I had a couple fine sets, and I had one of the worst sets of my life. So,
baby.
Did a little bit of all.
Right?
Yeah, just
I hear you.
Yeah, triple threat. I can do good, bad, and average.
I've only seen you murder.
Aw.
And we've been on a lot of shows together.
We have.
So that's saying something. Like, I would say we've been on hundreds of shows together at this point. 6
Probably.
years.
Probably
Yeah.
triple digits.
Yeah. I've never seen you do not well. So I don't, all the people who are in that room on that cruise, I hate all of you, especially the Australian guy. I'm going to find out where you live. I'm going to put a crazy spider in your bed. Oh, wait, they're already there because you live in Australia.
Good day, mate. Throw another shrimp on your Barbie.
Yeah, your Barbie doesn't have shrimp on it because you don't have any friends.
No.
Especially no one named Barbie.
Right.
Because all the hot girls live in the United States.
And they're not called prawns either.
Prawns.
I'm going to say shrimp on the Barbie. I don't care that they don't call them shrimp.
Prawns. And then, what's that beer that like they don't even drink?
Foster's.
It's Australian for beer. And they don't even drink it there. America's like, no, that's part of your culture now. We put it in a commercial.
Outback, Foster's, Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee. He looked like he smelled bad.
Was it the vest?
Yes, it was the leather vest and the armpits. Direct contact, no way to wash.
Yeah. I think
You figured it out. We solved it.
people in vests might be smelly sometimes.
If you can't wash it. I have a vest. I'm going to be honest
not
here.
like I see. The thing is, I don't feel like for like suit vests or sweater vests.
You're talking about just straight vest. You're
I'm
just
talking about
wearing
just
a
vests.
vest.
I'm talking about Crocodile Dundees and magicians. I feel like those are the only people keeping the vest industry alive.
Old school DJs, bartenders,
Fishermen.
Naming a lot of stinky people now.
the fishermen.
Call in right now if you're a stinky person.
Oh,
We're taking stinky people's calls.
Yeah.
I
And
have
go
a vest
wash
I
your
wear.
vest.
I have a vest I wear when I exercise and when it's cold outside and it holds my phone. And I
one of
was
those
like,
puffy
oh, I
ones?
think I did it. You know, I was like, I was wearing a clean hoodie like I'm wearing now. I'm like, it still smells. It was the vest. You got to wash the vest.
You got to wash the vest.
The vest can get stinky, y'all.
If there's one thing you take away from this podcast,
Wash.
February 28th, why not?
Wait, why
Wilmington,
not?
North Carolina. And the second thing, wash your vest.
Wash your vest.
That should be your catchphrase.
Did you know you're supposed to wash your pillows? Did you know this?
Yeah, like the pillow part.
The actual pillow, like once a year, you're supposed to wash it and then put it in the dryer, but make sure you don't burn the feathers. Wait, do you have feather pillows?
One of mine is.
You can't get a feather pillow at Target.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you don't know what kind of feathers are in there.
It's really hard. And then to actually get it to dry all the way takes a very long time. But I guess you're supposed to wash it to stop, I don't know, bacteria or mites or something. You gotta get like a pillow protector to keep the mites from growing. I don't know. I never knew. Like, I grew up with a pillow that was my great-great-grandmother's pillow. I'm pretty sure it had corn husks in it and poverty. But
hand-me-down pillows rough.
oh yeah, and like all the stains on it. Oh, it's so nasty.
That's
What's in there.
I don't know, because like
Why does it change
I've had
color?
a few old pillows.
Because you're just sweating on it.
Yeah,
Is it sweat? But why is it turning brown?
Because it's just sweat's gross.
it's just sweat and
is gross.
skin flakes.
yeah, and then whatever grossness you got on your hair.
and pets lay on them, and yeah, this is how you get mice. But if you get mice, we learned how to take care of them.
You can get a humane trap, not the sticky ones.
I didn't make that decision, so.
Oh, it was your
But
landlord.
also, I'll be
Yeah.
honest, humane traps don't work.
I had a
Because
friend.
mice come right back. It's just,
You just have to move. It's
yeah.
their house now. Okay, they invaded,
yeah.
and they're the stronger species.
The way I would say is either, and I'm not an exterminator.
No, you're
so
not.
We'll just take this with a grain
You're
of
an
salt.
inclusinator. You
But,
include
yeah.
everybody.
I would say either try to release some snakes into your house.
But then you have to get the mongoose to take the snake out.
Well, you just let the snakes do their own thing, because once the food runs out, the snakes will move on.
Oh, how do you know this? Do you go to their meetings? How do you know the secret life of snakes?
You kind of figure it out, and then if you don't want snakes, I would say befriend some stray cats and let them hang around.
Well, that's why I think people have had cats. That's why I grew up in the country, and we had cats, and they were barn cats, and they
Yeah.
were to keep the mice out of the horse feed.
I do appreciate cat people's names, because cats don't listen to their name. So people
Oh,
can
they-
really name
cats-
them whatever you want.
Now, talk about an animal that smokes. Cats are definitely
You think-
smokers.
Amy hates cats.
They're
We've
just
covered
like-
this on the
Okay.
show before.
I don't hate
I
cats.
think cats
I
smoke,
You
but I think
hate
it's one of
cats.
those long cigarettes.
Yeah, they're like, I don't need to come to you.
Yeah, it's
Are you even
Virginia-
calling my name?
It's Virginia Slims. That's what cats smoke.
Yes.
Amy hates cats because she needs unconditional love.
I hear you, Megan. I love my dog. I put
Yeah.
videos on the internet
great
about
dog.
him all the time, because I come
And he's-
into my room and he's in my spot of the bed every time. He's like,
And you don't have to do anything for his love. He just gives it to you.
Yeah.
he just gives it to me,
Yeah. And some people,
and I give it right back, and we kiss on the mouth.
Carter's a very sweet boy.
He's a
Carter's
sweet
a
boy.
good. Where
And
is
I
he?
also like dogs. I'm not trying to say that but I am saying,
If you go up and you're like, "Oh, I love you so much," to a cat, sometimes it bites your face.
Yeah. I don't like cats, but I respect them.
I think they just should live outside.
Yeah, they're wild animals.
Yeah.
Every cat that has tricked their person into domesticating them is just a smart cat, and they're playing the game. And
It's a long game.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
You keep opening those cans of food.
Yeah, because cats are like, I could go survive
And I'll
on the
keep
street.
licking my a-hole on your sofa while you watch.
yeah.
Did I see right?
I think that's a power move. I think that's how you say, like, don't bother me, I'm busy.
Yeah, yeah. I can't be bothered with
That's
you.
what you should have done to the Australian man.
That's what I should have done. I should have
should've bent
just
over.
started
Oh,
giving
move
myself
on?
a bath.
Well.
This is why you wear the sweatpants, is so you
Let
can get
me-
your leg up, and so you can lick your
Let me
own
warm up
butthole.
my hip rotators. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hip rotators?
Rotator cuff.
I know that's the shoulder. But I need a hip socket.
hip
That's what I was
flexor?
thinking of. Hip flexor. So yeah, that's what. If you see me at Wine Night and it goes poorly, and you see me start stretching,
Yeah.
Like, well, y'all should have laughed at this joke.
Yeah. Why not the best?
I'll teach you to not laugh at me.
Yeah.
Make this show
You bring out a
unforgettable.
box of wine.
A box of wine, and yeah, as I clean myself like a cat.
With your cigarette.
I'm the worst promoter of all time. I've already threatened the good people of Wilmington, North Carolina.
They're the best. I love Wilmington. I love it so much.
I do like Wilmington.
Every time I go, meet the coolest people. It's so fun. I love it.
Everybody's kind of pirate adjacent.
Yeah, there's a little sassy energy.
Yeah, you kind of feel like, oh, you would kind of live on a boat if you could, if you had to, you would live on a boat and you would commandeer. You probably call boats vessels. That's how I feel about a lot of people. They say like,
is that what you call the bladder in your wine box? Is
a
the
vessel? Yes, I would say I'm commandeering this vessel. That's why every time I take the bladder out, because you gotta give it a good squeeze to get all the wine out of it.
Have you taken apart the cardboard box to get like the tube of toothpaste?
Yeah, you have to at the end.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta.
I didn't know that. I would just move on.
Some of us can't.
Have you ever cut open a tube of toothpaste? You cut the toothpaste tube open.
Yeah, that's how I know I'm done with it.
Cut my finger open trying to cut the tooth.
You just
squeeze it.
You just cut it across. Well, it will. This only happened a couple of times, but I forgot to get toothpaste. So I was like,
Were
I
you
just
about to kiss a girl too? And
no,
you're like, I gotta
just
clean out my hole.
I just hate not brushing my teeth, and so
That's a good trait to have.
I cut it open and I just like used my toothbrush as a spoon, and just like scraped the edges.
Okay.
And then that gave me one more day.
One more day. Did you? When you're on the cruise, did they keep you inside of a shoebox or was it slightly larger?
Barely larger. It was a very small room.
And the boat was rocking.
The boat was rocking.
Did you get free drinks?
No.
Did you have to share it with somebody or did you at least get your own room?
I got my own room, fortunately.
Did you see any pirates?
Maybe.
How old were the people?
Very.
How many scooters?
People. I got hit by a scooter the first
day.
day.
You got hit by a scooter the first. You buried the lead again.
The first time I'm waiting for an elevator.
First day on a cruise show.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Because these old people, which I've never.
They don't give a shit.
Their
don't.
reflexes are slow. They
They're
probably
slow.
shouldn't be behind the wheel.
Whoever built these scooters, the first couple days of this cruise, people are zipping around.
Yeah.
And just heads are flying back because you see them like just go because they're used to like the one they have at home that probably has like a gator on it or something.
Oh, they have different. They're in a new scooter.
They're in a new scooter than a cruise scooter.
Okay, I didn't know you had to trade in your scooter when you got on the boat.
So I'm waiting for the elevator, and I just hear like a, and then it just bam back of the heel.
Oh, it's like worse than a shopping cart.
It was awful, and then I didn't know what to. I didn't know what to do.
Did you swear? I've never seen you swear.
No, I didn't swear. I think I just walked away because I was like,
Did you go cry in the hall? Did you throw your T-shirt into the ocean?
I did. I threw my T-shirt at the person. I said, "This is yours now. You've earned it."
You ruined the energy on
You've ruined the energy.
My outfit.
I just didn't know because I was like, these people have to see me the rest of the week, so I cannot start my week by shouting at an old person.
An old person in a scooter.
And then just the rest of the week, that's who I am.
Do they have like drink holders on their scooters because they're drinking and they're driving a new scooter?
I didn't really notice.
This might be the way to get rid of old people is to put them on boats in new scooters, get them hammered, and they're going to drive those scooters into the ocean.
I get
it's
it.
Very Swedish.
I mean, there's always some cultures that put old people on boats to get rid of them, but not in a fun way.
I don't think we're having trouble getting rid of old people. Old people are dying every single day.
How many died on your cruise?
I don't know about on the cruise.
How would you have felt if someone died during your set?
I wish it had been me on one. It's like if I could die right now.
Could that man with the scooter find me again and just run me over?
If you talk to the right people when you're on vacation, the people who work at the situation, you can get the scoop about. You're like, yeah, there's three dead bodies in the walk-in freezer downstairs, and when we get to the next port, we're gonna take them out. Like they'll find out the truth. Like,
does that really happen?
Yes. Yes.
There's just dead bodies on cruise ships?
There's just dead bodies on cruise ships, y'all. Oh, the producer.
How many dead bodies do you know about on cruises?
I don't know how I know this, but I feel like I know this. Like,
okay, it's a feeling.
Okay, so this isn't. I was just like, okay, apparently.
I might have seen it.
Because I know you're very chatty, so I wouldn't be surprised if you befriended cruise ship workers.
You guys. I went to.
You're whispering this like it's a secret on this recorded
It's
podcast.
literally going to the World Wide Web.
I went to this ranch.
The most connected we've ever been.
Okay. It's Dude Ranch. Do you know what a Dude Ranch is?
Yeah.
It's like where people go to pretend to be cowboys.
Rich people, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too expensive, actually. It's okay. And I mean, if you already have health care and a beach house, then you can do this. I was talking to the people who work there because I'm very chatty.
Yeah.
And I'm too much for my family, so I have to go abuse strangers with my chattiness. I found out that like this one guy brought his own horse to the Dude Ranch, BYOH, and they were going up this mountain, and a snake came out, startled the horse. The horse jumped off the mountain, and luckily the guy jumped off the horse. The horse died.
Wow.
Because it fell off a mountain. And you only find that stuff out if you talk to the people who are working there. And you also find out who they're dating. And like the girl in the kitchen was dating the guy who was doing all the riding, and it was so cute.
I don't think, well, there weren't any horses on the cruise ship.
Well, not yet.
So I don't have to worry
They're
about-
all in the cooler dead.
If I had seen a horse on a cruise ship, I would have lost my mind. I don't know if we've talked about this. I have a fear of horses.
Oh my goodness.
fuck horses. I don't like them.
They,
really? They're
they
like dogs.
terrify me.
They're too big.
They are big. And if they make a mistake, it hurts.
And if they want to take you down, they win.
Yeah. They're also very sensitive animals.
They
From
can
what I've been
smell fear.
told. Yes. They can like sense your discomfort. And I don't like that.
I'm not trying to get around a horse.
No.
There's really sweet ones that come when you call them and stuff, but they are big, and if they get nervous or scared, they will startle, and they'll crush you on
Yeah.
accident. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
If they just kick you, you die.
Yeah.
in the
Like,
head.
it sucks if a dog attacks you, but like,
Yeah.
you're not going to automatically die if a dog decides to attack you. A
No.
horse, however, horse is going to kill you.
You think so?
Yeah. I could
They're
fight
just going to
90%.
step on you.
Yeah.
But
I could fight
they're
90%
also-
of dogs. I can
Yeah.
only fight 10% of horses.
But dogs
And those are
are
ponies.
carnivores, and horses are herd. They're like a cow person.
I'm not
Like,
worried about a
they have
horse.
fear, but
I'm
they're
not
not
worried
like gonna
about a
murder
horse
you and eat
biting
you.
me. I'm worried about a horse kicking me or trampling me, which it's very good at and can do a lot easier than a dog could bite me.
Yeah. I'm worried about them making eye contact with me.
Those
They got
big
those
eyes.
weird side eyes.
They got the big eyes. Their whole
They're
eye
looking
like
for predators.
moves. There's no predators anymore. Tell them to relax. Why are they freaked out?
Tell that to the dog food company. Ooh. Did you know that?
Is that a
that's-
rich person's secret that horses end up in dog food?
Did you not know that?
I knew they became glue.
There was this big pasture where I grew up, and it was the ones that went to the dog food. And if you paid $500, you could go save a horse and turn it into a friend.
Who wants the reject horses?
Oh, some of them turned out
In
great.
the 70s, it got outlawed.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't mean shit, but
No.
it just means you have to be rich enough to pay off people
French-
or pay the fines.
French people eat horses on the regs.
I'm fine
It's
with
on
eating
the
horses.
menu.
Is that are you saying that's bad or good? Because you've gone after a lot of
I
different
don't want to eat
people.
horse. I don't want to eat cows. I go to be at the moo-moos. They have the most beautiful eyelashes, and they're sweet. And those little baby cows will suck your hand, and like, "Hi, I'm your new friend." And then we're like, "You're veal. Get in my tummy."
Oh yeah, they do eat horses,
They did French.
and it used to be outlawed, but now since the 90s, you can
they're
just
just back.
you can just get
Yeah.
horse meat in the grocery store in France.
Humans are animals' nightmares. Okay, we're eating their babies. We're taking their babies away from
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
We're eating their grandmothers, their mothers, their wives, their children.
Look, a lot of them are delicious.
We're making us pulse around. They are tasty.
They are so tasty.
They are so tasty.
It does feel better to eat a dumber animal. Yes. Do I feel bad for eating chickens? No. They're idiots and they're smelly.
They can't
So-
even spell.
No. Do I want to meet a cow that I have to
I
eat?
can.
No.
Yeah, that'd
But
be
I
rough.
will eat every cow that is introduced to me in the cooked
right.
form.
If
And
it's
you
offered
like
to you.
dogs, so you're not going to eat dogs. Would you? Oh my god, would you eat a dog?
So-
That pause.
So here's the
Oh.
thing. I've never had dog,
You don't know if it's yummy
so
or not.
I don't know if it's good or bad.
That's a good point.
I don't think it's good because I've seen the kind of animals we do eat. The closest thing to a dog I've eaten is either a bear or a rabbit.
You've eaten a bear?
I had a bite of bear.
How?
Okay, I've had
What part
bear.
of Georgia are you from that you're eating bear?
It's bear.
You
You just
buried another
just
leaf.
sometimes run in-
You should come in
people
every
are
room.
hunting.
It'd be like, I ate bear.
It wasn't good.
Yeah, they're really.
It was gamey. I thought it
Yeah.
was greasy.
Yeah, it wasn't a good meat.
They look like they have a musk.
One time I bombed so bad, and this
You
was
ate bear. You threw the bear costume away.
no. I ate alligator.
After your bad set.
It was.
Were you trying to kill yourself?
Yep, it was my set. I'm only gonna say it was me and a couple friends, who y'all can probably assume who the friends were. They just don't like this story because we all three of us bombed. So I will keep their
Oh.
names secret.
This sounds like a bad room.
Yeah, just we'll say we're good enough friends to like host a podcast together.
Oh, I know who it is.
So all three of us bomb, and we all bomb so bad, and we're hurting so bad that we go to a restaurant, and alligator was on the menu, and we all were just like, we need to feel like we're on top of the food chain again. I was like, I need to eat something with teeth,
Yeah,
I
that
need
can
to
eat a baby
Yes.
in Disney World.
I was like, I need to get some confidence back, and it was awful.
So I bet that's very greasy.
It's like
Have you ever had frog's legs?
I have had frog legs once. They're not good either. There's only about 4 animals that taste good,
Right.
and as
I like
Americans, we nailed it
With a cow,
with cow,
Well,
chicken,
pork.
pigs taste good.
What's
Pigs
the
are
other one?
really smart too.
Pigs are really smart. I don't want to eat too many pigs.
Yeah, they can solve puzzles.
There's like really smart.
That's
I
why
feel
I
bad
They can
hesitate
be
on dogs.
domesticated.
Because people have said that pigs and dogs are the same amount of intelligence.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if dogs were as tasty as pigs,
I feel like dogs aren't as tasty as pigs.
I don't think they
Because if
are.
they were, we'd be slamming
we'd be
dogs.
just throwing them back.
Pigs. Okay. In 2012, a gentleman farmer in Oregon had a heart attack in the pig area of his farm, and the only thing that was left of him was his dentures.
Yeah, that's one thing
Yeah, pigs will totally eat humans.
Yeah, I don't know how much you guys have talked about how to hide a body on this podcast.
Cats will also eat you.
We haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah, pigs are a good spot to try to hide a body if you ever murder somebody.
They'll eat them up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of well, if you murder, okay. Say
So
you
if
murder somebody.
if you're on the cruise ship
And
and
you
you come across the body and you're like, what do I do with this body?
You put it in the cooler and then
You put it in
decide
the
how you want to
cooler.
cook it.
And then when you get to the farm, the gentleman farmer will help you unload the body into the pig pen.
The snacks, the snack pack
The snack packs.
in a body bag.
Yep. Then-
Okay, so humans are supposed to taste like pigs do because we kind of have like the same kind of skin. We're supposed
is
to.
that a taste thing or is that just what they say?
That's what they
on
say.
weapon
Humans
shows?
taste like pork. So we have probably solved the planet problem. We just got to start eating people.
Listen,
I think
don't-
we talked about this last time.
Maybe we did. Have you eaten a human before?
I have not. Have you?
No.
It hasn't come up yet. But I do the tasting menu at Atlas, and they just got a Michelin star. So
I like how you said it hasn't come up yet. As if. Like, no, I haven't had the chance.
it's a great. This is a human foam.
Yeah.
Her name's Rebecca.
Would you rather eat a human that you knew or didn't know?
Oh, it depends. If it was like a friend who's like, I'm dying and I want you guys to have the craziest night of your life, please eat me. And then I could be like, I'm sorry, you're dead. You taste delicious.
I was thinking more of like, I know lifestyle.
Oh.
So if I eat somebody I know, I'm
And be
pretty
like,
sure
oh,
I'm not
this-
ingesting any poison.
Like,
But
this
if it's a
person-
random person, I don't know how they've been
Murdered?
living.
Oh, yeah, like it could be filled with drugs.
Yeah, they
Or Diet Coke, even worse. Ugh. Aspartame.
Also, I don't want to know them.
You'd rather just a stranger?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I don't know. This got weird at the end. I like it.
I'm sorry.
My husband and I were talking about how pigs eat people just at dinner tonight. So
Well, what'd you have for dinner?
we had spaghetti and meatballs,
So not pork.
not pork. It was turkey meatballs too because heart disease.
I don't think that's gonna save us.
Heart disease?
No, just turkey meatballs.
It's just less
Saturated fat.
Saturated fat.
It works. My husband's cholesterol has come down significantly.
Because of turkey meatballs?
Do you stop?
No more red meat, cheese, dairy.
Ugh.
Happiness.
I don't think he gets happiness from food. Right? I don't know. He's a robot.
He's just climbing all the time.
He climbs. He is successful in his career. I'm
Also,
like,
Amy's talked about in this podcast, they bang a bunch, so.
cardio.
I'm
Yeah.
not successful in my career, but a cheese pizza gets me going. You know, a bottle of wine and a cheese pizza, and I feel successful in my imaginary career.
You are successful because success is relative. So you can say you feel successful.
A sliding scale,
A sliding scale.
a weighted grade. I'll take it. All right. Is there anything else you want to promote before we say goodbye?
No, the 28th, follow me on Instagram at Nathan Owens Comedy. It's got all my other dates. If you don't live in Wilmington, I might be close to where you are.
You have a pretty full schedule this.
I'm trying to go out west a little bit, so Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it'll
That's
be fun.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going down
cool.
to Florida in March.
Do you have a link tree?
I do have a
I'll
link
put your
tree.
link tree in the notes so
Okay.
people can click on it and see where you're coming.
Perfect.
Because even though you basically talked about how you bombed this whole time, Nathan Owens is a very funny comedian. You're, I think, my mom's favorite comedian.
Look at that.
Which only hurts my feelings a little bit.
That's what happens.
Go see him.